football season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
11.
Burrow on play action. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Touchdown Bengals!
Joe Mixon
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And he'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A handoff for ETN.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll try and throw for it here.
There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing, Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now ETN. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Here's ETN.
Well, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones off the bootleg.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll run. It's ETN.
And some room to run now.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And this one too low.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
11 MP.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I'm wondering. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup at 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Jones off the play fake, looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
2nd and 4.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
11 MP.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
On 2nd and 9, Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Now he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and inches, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jones now throwing on 1st down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. The 20.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamison Williams.
Seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Complete to Hilton.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
And they'll run here with ETN.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. There's still
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He finds his man complete. That's Chambers.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, here's Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd and 5.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chambers. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll go option on second down, right side. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. And how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll give it to Mixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Now, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! A big play there. 48 yards. And the Jaguars are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Let's go.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Cincinnati, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 Mining, 11 Thomas.
Again, it's Mixon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Mixon. The 71 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game.
That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Bengals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mixon on the toss right. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now Jones on first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops the ability to advance the ball from the other.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminated in the the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Jones throwing on first down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off.